Hello and welcome. Let's continue my agricultural thread and let's look at sugar market. Excuse me. Now, here's the interesting thing. In reality, I don't know much about sugar, despite the fact I'm consuming it as probably almost everyone else. And I don't have that elaborate comments on sugar than I have with oil prices or stocks or indices or bonds, but that will give us even more insights on how to properly trade, because as I have stated, you could actually trade without knowing much of the fundamentals or technicals. You just ride the trends and focus on risk management. So this market would be a good opportunity for that, because I don't have much of the comments about those huge trends. I just know that they are, as you see here, the markets are continuing the previous pattern as with other agricultural products, and as we see in the early 70s, sugar went from $7 to $60 and back again. Man, if actually these markets were not some 1 or 2 day spikes, they could be trended. I don't know about that. The people who did it made their careers in 1 day, because 764 and then 11 and back. Like, if you know money management correctly, this is it. You could retire for 2 trades, but I doubt that many people actually did that. But nevertheless, yes, it was one of the kind trend, and then sugar traded in narrow range around $9, and then in the late 70s spiked again from $9 to $44, and then reverted to around $10. Then it did a couple of smaller trends from $6 to $11, and then from 11 to $2. Okay, I don't know how sugar producers made some money, but things were like that. Maybe you could actually buy physical sugar and store it back then and made money from it. I don't know, but still, yes. Then it went from $2 to $8. It's actually fourfold return, and if you use leverage correctly, it's almost as good as here, because the proportions are same, and since you have smaller volatility, you could risk more. So actual percentage returns here and here would be comparable, but that's another story. If you want to know more about that, how this small trend could make same money as this small trend, stay tuned for my videos. Okay, let's continue. So since 86, it slowly climbed to $15 till 90, and then reverted to $8, and effectively stayed in narrow range from $8 to $13 when it fell in the late 90s. And then it fell to around $5, doubled in its price to $10 in 2000, then fell again to $5 in 2002, and then continue a couple of small trends, and then went from 6 to 19, 3-time rise. Because it looks so small due to these markets, they skewed the chart. Don't be fooled by skewed charts. And then fell again to $8. Surprisingly, these markets were not spiked as other markets in crash of 2008, but still made a couple of good trends from $10 to $15 and back, and then from $11 in early 2009 to $30, so threefold rise. Then fell to 13 and went back again to $25 in January 11th, and then reverted to 22, up again to 31, and then from August 11th went to $11 till May 15, and then another trend prevailed, and it more than doubled in price in October 16, then reverted to $10, where it stayed. Actually, I don't know whether I could describe them as a trend, so I would say this is more than a range, from $10 to $14, back to 10 again, and again up to $19 in early 2022, where effectively it stayed. So war of Ukraine didn't impact historical sugar trends that much, but still, excuse me, this is the wrong chart. I will have to look at daily chart. Yes, how it performs in the daily chart for last couple of years. Okay, we have markets from late 2010, one trend, choppier markets in from early 2011 till early 2012, when there was one small downtrend, and when general downtrend continued, you could make 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, depends how you count trends, till 2015. And then when uptrend started, there was two small uptrends and one larger uptrend from 14 to 19. Since volatility was small, I think you could make good money even on that. And then from 19 till 15, and from 15 till 12, there were a couple of downtrends, and then narrower path from 2018 to 2020, when nothing happened. And then late 2020 up until late 2021, there was one good uptrend. Then I think it's the first market where I see that war of Ukraine has no impact, and that's interesting because other commodities are really disrupted, and one might wonder that those shortages and disruptions might as well leave some impact to sugar markets, but as you see, no. So go figure, but you don't have to figure that out to make money. That's the thing about trading. So how does that look for further time traders? Let's see, where there's some late 2018, maybe there is something prettier. Oh yes, as you see, in 16 there was spectacular uptrend from $14 to $21. Then from November 2016, one small downtrend, and then from early 17, from $20 to $14, choppier markets there. And then from January 18 to May 18, from 14 to 12, and then from 12 to 10 in summer of 2018. So shorter time frames, sugar looks nice. And then from October to November, small uptrend, followed by ranging markets here. So they look average ranging markets, as they always do. And then from late 19 till COVID hit, uptrend, and then straight after that, good downtrend. It wasn't that large yet, it was from 14 till 11, and then a couple of choppier markets, and then late 2020 up until early 21, uptrend market where you didn't made much, and then small one uptrend in late 2021, and then choppier markets here. So not bad at all. One might wonder if sugar is actually traded, but you see, as with other agricultural markets, totally uncorrelated to global economy. As you see this year, everyone is saying that the world is going to end, but sugar doesn't care, So uncorrelated market, history of good trends. What else I could say? Certainly asset class or market, as you like to name it, that's your option. That's seriously for consideration. If you don't want to be exposed to one asset class, you could definitely look broader, because the principles are everywhere the same. Trend is trend, risk is risk, profit is profit. If you know one market, you should be able to trade other markets as well. Don't be short-sighted to one market, look broader. And with that said, follow me on YouTube, follow me on other social media if you like my lessons. Hope you will visit my site and buy something for me in the future, or take my consultation. And until next video, stay tuned. Bye.